Baby, you know I'm not good at advice. Why would I go if I don't get advice? Taking these chances, rolling the dice. Thought it from nothing, I'm hitting these heights. All because what I be spit on these bikes. Repeat a few things inside of my sprite. Been out of sleep, you in my device. Thought I could trust you in my life. Can't even trust you in the night.
Hello everybody and welcome to another MX Bikes video, and today boys we're going to be racing round 6 of the Oceania Aerial Supercross Championship here at Detroit Supercross, and we're going to be racing the best Australian riders in the world. Now this track is very technical, it's very tight, it's that, you know, typical East Coast layout that we all saw on the real life race on Saturday, so it's going to be about consistency and getting her done, which is not going to be easy because we got some stacked competition here. Okay, we got Brado, who's the current NA 450 Supercross red plate holder. We got Isaac, who is arguably the second best Australian Supercross rider in this entire game, and we also have Rax, who's coming from the USA as well to the Aussie Outback with me to compete and see where we stack up. Now I'd like a podium, which means I got to beat one of those 3 guys. That is no easy task, boys, so hit that sub with that like button. Let's get on the gate, let's see if we can get a good start, and let's see if we can go to war here in the Aussie Outback, mate. Alright boys, on the gate, it looks like we're on gate 5, which is pretty good. It gives me like a direct shot there to the inside, and I was not going to do the Jan tactic today. We were just going to go balls to the wall, try to be the first person around this corner and get this whole shot. Let's see what we can do, boys.
I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you. Come here, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you.
Well, after an average MX bike start where the Jan gets absolutely physically and mentally assaulted, we hopped back into the line of battle, and I passed probably about 10 guys there in that first rhythm section. So all in all, not too bad of a first corner. And you can see I'm trying to decipher the code of what these guys are thinking. All right, these NPCs, I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but I'm getting a little bit worried. But we're gonna be safe here, take the outside line, and we're gonna see where I cross this finish line. It looks like P7. I take the inside here. My goal on this first lap is just to avoid everyone, and we might be able to be in the top 5 here by the end of this lap, so let's try to make it happen, boys. Almost a perfectly executed lap there puts us in P4, and as you guys saw, we're basically dead last in that first corner. So that's how quickly things can change in Supercross if you just stay consistent and can avoid the carnage. But this is huge, boys. The podium was the goal. I saw that Rax was winning the race. Obviously, he's very, very quick. And then Isaac was P2. I didn't know who the guy in P3 was, so I was pretty certain he was going to fade, and he did. He fell right there in that corner, and now I was in P3. We got 18 minutes left of this main event. It's always kind of daunting. Like, if you get a good start in these mains, you're looking at the time a bit more because you want it to go down, right? You want to get a good finishing position. Then you realize, wow, I really need to be consistent here, and this position doesn't really even matter. I mean, we did get kind of lucky in that first lap, but a couple crashes in these next couple laps, we can fade outside the top 10 really fast. So you got to be consistent, and I knew that, and I was trying to run kind of consistent 51s. That was sort of my goal for this race, and it was going to be really important for these next few laps. I need to kind of latch on to Isaac here, and I knew Brado was going to start making his way up. You can see he was about 4 seconds back from us currently at this point, but he didn't have a very good start. So that was going to be the battle. It was going to be, you know, probably an Isaac, Brado, Troyjannn battle here to try to get in this top 3, and Rax kind of distanced himself. So it's time to latch on, it's time to go fast, and it's time to get active, ladies and gentlemen. we're just keeping it consistent, following Isaac. But then I look up and I see Brado has gotten into P4. If you guys don't know, Brado is currently the red plate holder in the 450 NA division. So one of the best Supercross riders in the entire game. But right now we got the 2 best Australian riders as well. Brado's probably the best Australian guy, and then Isaac, I'd probably say, is number 2 as far as that region. So I'm in an Aussie sandwich right here, and I'm just trying to fight for my life. So I got a little bit of pressure on me. I know Brado's going to catch me. Okay, it's inevitable. The dude is extremely fast. But the thing about Isaac is he's prone to make mistakes. I've seen it happen before. I've raced him before. And look at that. He somehow clips a tough block, goes over, and now we are into P2. But I knew I couldn't get too comfy here, all right? I knew Brado was going to start breathing down my neck. I knew Isaac was probably going to have a different gear he was going to shift into to catch back up. So we're in a great spot. Like, this is going perfect. You know, Rax, we're within 10 seconds of him. So if he runs into some lappers with that Aussie ping, we might be back in this race, boys. Might be able to get this dubby. Boys, we are absolutely clicking off laps. I mean, just clicking the stopwatch here. It is going so good, but we're getting into lap traffic. So this is when things were going to start to get a little bit sketchy. You can see that guy just goes over the berm. You can't see stuff like that. Lapper comes over the berm to the tough blocks. You're just dead. There's nothing you can do about it. So I start to get a little bit, you know, a little bit thinky. I'm thinking in my mind a little bit, which is making me go slower. So it was bad for the Jan to do this. He's being a little bit of an idiot right now. But I need to lock back in, and I was honestly really surprised Brado didn't just blow by me yet. I don't know what was going on with him. He must have had a lot of unfortunate events occurring. But we were just kind of holding our pace. I mean, Rax was gapping. He was like running consistent 49s or something. I don't know. The kid's on cocaine. I don't know what the hell is going on with him, but I was like, whatever. I mean, second place is fine. It's fine. Like, this is good, you know? I haven't had a great Supercross season this year, so I like what's going on. But right here, this lapper takes my line in the whoops. Couldn't get my jump line. I tried to skim him. Didn't work. And there was Mr. Brado. I could have boxed him off, but I was like, nah, like I already know Ping's probably not gonna let me do that anyway. So he gets around me there on the outside. And then I look back and Isaac is just, I mean, he's mean mugging me. He's like, dude, I'm coming through you. All right, wait, I should have said that. What did I say? This dude literally, I mean, he literally attempted to ride right through me. Now, I do give him the benefit of the doubt because it was probably Ping that made it look like he was farther away on his screen. He literally ran into the back of me there, pushed me in the tough blocks. I don't know what the hell I could have done, but anyway, it was probably Ping. I doubt he even knew what he was doing on his screen. But yeah, not a great incident there. That did lose me a decent amount of time, but we're in P4. We're definitely not disconnected by any means, and I knew I actually had a decent pace. Like, I knew I could at least keep up with Isaac. Brado was on his own mission. All right, he started getting on the cocaine too. Him and Rax, they're running 49s, 48s. I don't know what's going on with them. But me and Isaac, we were going to be commencing in a battle with each other for P number 3, okay? I wanted 3rd place. I wanted a little bit of a pody. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of a Cooper Webb action. I'm just going to follow him here. All right, again, Isaac makes mistakes. All right, very fast rider, but he's a mistake rider. He does hit the floorboards a little bit. And the Jan today was not hitting the floorboards, so I was feeling nice and juicy. We got 9 minutes left on the clock, a lot of racing left. I got to follow this man. Don't let him get too far, all right? Decipher the code of the lappers. Let's get P3, boys.
I never ever be on live television.
There haven't been many moments when I'm playing this game where I genuinely almost filled my pants with a unknown substance. This is one of those times, guys. I almost pooped my pants. I'm not gonna lie. That lapper and his 3 brain cells, just, I don't know what's going on. This lapper too, it can't leave the main line. Bro's got 7,000 ping. I feel like I'm in the Aussie Outback right now fighting for my life versus some Riz. I'm not gonna lie, this is just getting ugly for me. But we're back in P4, but Mr. Isaac, he's not barking too much. Like, he's not leaving me here, but, you know, 7.5 minutes left. I'm probably gonna have to, you know, try to pull a Cooper Webb, but probably try to make a pass sooner than later here and try to get back around him. So let's see if we can get that done, boys. All right, the Jen low-key fell asleep right there. Almost killed both of us. But I'm ready to pass Isaac again. I'm ready. I'm ready to do the thing and try to get around him. You can see he messes up doubles. So I block pass and somehow, again, rides right through me. I don't know how it's possible, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how that's possible. Clearly, this is netcode, though. So again, I'm not going to hate on Isaac here. I don't know what that looks like on his screen, but you guys saw what happened to me there. I made a clear block pass. I mean, showed him I was there, and then he just ran through me. So, lost a lot of time. That's another just unfortunate event, but it's just how this game is right now with ping. Like, you can't really race, you know, EU or or the Oceania series and not have these moments where there's just literally nothing you can do. Just how the game is, how the netcode is. So that was really unfortunate. We're actually kind of close to Rax. The gap actually went down to about 9 seconds to me and Isaac because Rax had a huge moment, and Breda was actually leading the race at this point. So a lot of stuff was going on up front, and I felt like me and him were actually fairly close to maybe getting involved. I don't know, but then we had those 2 mixies, and things just were not going well for us. But the battle for P3 is still here. It's still brewing. We got over 5 minutes left to make it happen, and you can see the lappers were kind of just doing their thing. Track was getting more eroded, so that was kind of something I was excited to see because I haven't done a 20-minute main yet this year, so I wanted to experience this erode and just try to keep it smooth and see if we can get this podium, boys. This was definitely a pretty big mistake here. The lappers were in my head a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking too much about them and just making some dumb mistakes. But Isaac still very close. Isaac also had some cuts as well. So we're still in contention here for P3. We just got to be smart. Just try to get by these lappers as fast as we can. Some of them were being really good. Some of them, not so much. It was kind of just a case-by-case basis. But we're lapping all the way into the top 10. So I do understand it. Like, these guys are trying to battle for, you know, top 10 position, so I understand why they probably are not so inclined to move for someone in 4th place. But Isaac is, you know, not too far. We're still in contention here. We really just gotta keep running good laps, try to get back to the 51s we were running earlier. And honestly, the track was really fun at this point. The E-Road was at a really good spot. It wasn't very jagged or anything. It was pretty smooth, and you could really hook into it in the corners. So I was having some fun here. You don't want to have too much fun. You don't want to hit the floorboards. You want to stay nice, consistione. Let's catch Isaac, boys. This was our moment to pounce, boys. Isaac got held up a little bit there by about 3 lappers that were in a group, but he got around him pretty quick. All right, I got around 1 on that last section. Now we got 2 more KTMs to get around. I was hoping they would all go outside here. Well, now there's 3 lappers, but 2 go inside, so they take my line. Narrowly missed this guy, but dude, trying to like just get around these guys was so hard. Like it was tough. These guys are getting double lapped, by the way. This guy was not moving. Remember Bullet from the first corner? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw my opportunity with this dude. I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling a little bit Barsha today. I'm just gonna line him up. I'm gonna tee him up in this corner, brother. Didn't really punt him though. I just kind of blocked past him. I don't even know if I ran into him or not. I didn't get the collision on my screen, but I was hoping maybe send him over the berm. You know, time a little bit of a lesson. But anyway, we're gonna get P4. We did not catch Isaac. It's a bit unfortunate. I think this was a good race though. Like we had good consistency. There was just some unfortunate moments, you know, where we got into it with him just because of ping, and that's just how it is in this game. When you try to race Australians, it just doesn't go very well. But to come out P4 handedly against the rest of the field, and to have ran the 4th fastest time, a 50.4 mid-race, is actually faster than my qualifying time for this event. And then if you guys look at the analysis here, pretty good laps. We had 157, but other than that, every lap is between 50 and 53 seconds. So very consistent, and that's what we love to see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next video.